Tonight on Cheap Seats.
Look at me! Who got Scrabble? Huh? Who's my roll call? Look at that! Ho-ho!
You had awesome words.
No, you did.
Yours were awesomer.
That's not even a word.
Shut up and hold me. Fame, I wanna throw some frisbees. I don't like where this is going.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cheap Seats, the show that is consistently #1 in the ratings on JetBlue Airlines. Today we'll be exploring the ultimate battle. Alien v Predator? Nope. Roe v Wade? Nope. Shirts v Skins? Nope, but close. Today we'll be delving deep into the battle of mind v body. First up, it's the Scrabble Championships from 2003, and it's the kind of hard-nosed, brain-on-brain competition that would send Bobby Fischer into hiding again. Then it's on to Frisbee tricks from the Rose Bowl in 1979, an activity so mindless that you'll probably lose brain cells just by watching it, especially if you watch with Method Man. Ta-da! But first, Scrabble. Now here's what to look for.
Here's what to look for. Here's what to look for.
Pay close attention to the Scrabble crowd. They're vocal and will turn on you quicker than the city of Philadelphia in an NFC championship game. And watch how the players passive-aggressively insult each other with their word choices. It's a simmering feud that's just bound to end with a fight to the death. Or at least someone getting a tile jammed where the sun don't shine. And with that, we attempt to answer once and for all which is more compelling and therefore more powerful, the mind or the body. Let's get Scrabbly up in this triple word score.
24 of the top expert
Presented in glorious widescreen. Lennox Lewis?
Working the tiles on the board like an artist commands the brush.
Someone's got the gout.
Memory, strategy, mental stamina,
More fast cuts of guys slumping over.
Equation in this intense competition.
Pile.
In a room with 24 players who have done nothing but live Scrabble like my own life has been for the last couple of months.
I've barely even had time to hang out with my imaginary Canadian girlfriend.
If not more so.
In a group like this.
Oof, Ernie Els looks terrible. 4.
Anybody in this room can win.
Except me.
There are no pretenders.
Except her.
18 games of Scrabble over 3 days will decide who will play for the prestige of
Hello, Scrabble hottie.
All-Stars champion and for the
That's worth all of 7 points.
$1,000.
Signed by Alfred M. Butts? Yeah, that check's real.
John Williams, the executive director of the National Scrabble Association.
What do you think this guy tells people he does when he goes back to his high school reunion? I'm in the tile business.
All organized Scrabble activity in North America. We represent about 10,000 club and tournament players and have about...
Look at how dark it is. Are they doing this in the parking lot?
All over the continent.
30 million players in North America.
Second in popularity only to categories.
What we see when we play at home.
We often say this is not your grandmother's Scrabble, basically.
Thanks a lot. My grandmother died of Scrabble.
That, a lot of people at home maybe didn't even know exist. We'll see high-scoring plays, bingos we call them.
Bingo? Well, this is different.
One time to get 50 extra points. We'll see a tournament-style clock, a chess clock.
Yeah, shot clock, baby. No more 4 corners.
We will see
tile pile. Do you know the street value of those tiles to a Scrabble addict?
In the old days, people used to braille. They'd put their hand in the bag and try to find the blank. So we had to come up with something to circumvent that.
It never occurred to you just to hire a dealer.
And the high scores as well. People scoring 400 points a game.
And that's about the only scoring going on at this tournament.
It's all about the bingo.
It is all about the bingo.
Make up your mind. Is it bingo or Scrabble?
Trying to angle for that 7-letter play.
We asked one of our experts for some tips on how to play at the competitive level.
Pile, pile.
I'm Joe Edley, 3-time national Scrabble champion.
And full-time player.
Players trying to get into the head of their opponent. Do they have an S? Do they have too many vowels? Are they trying to set up a big play?
Would they like to come upstairs and check out my thesaurus collection?
and unexpectedly tense.
Are they on a nightclub dance floor? Or at a fitness competition? Did this guy pick his name out of a letter bag?
This game turned it into a true semifinal. The winners of these two games would go on to play for the championship.
Tile pile.
The first game was between a couple of good friends, Chris Cree and David Gibson. They were overcome with
Scrabble embrace. You had awesome words. No, you did. Yours were awesomer. That's not even a word. Shut up and hold me.
Playing Woolies, Woolies.
Is this tournament being held at a Sizzler?
Of his own, Fellwart, Felw.
Wasn't Fellwart Harry Potter's safety school?
David got the good tiles. He ended up winning the game in a rout.
Close
More
friends
hugging.
for over 2
Who are they, the
decades.
Red
An
Sox?
emotional victory for David.
Wasn't he in the sabotage video?
We decided to have to play each other in a game that meant so much.
To who?
Neither one of us, wanted to lose. We wanted to.
And don't let the door hit you on the Fellwart on the way out.
I was, we were pulling for him, and just hate that either one of us had to lose.
The other semifinal.
Who knew Joey Buttafuoco could spell? Amy Fisher? Hello.
Lopnik. Ron opened the game with back-to-back.
I see lots of them in that there Girls Gone Wild video.
7 points. Then came a big Z play. Zek. Z.
Freeze it. What do you think the chances are that he knew Zek because it sounds like a Star Trek name? Okay, I don't want to say anything, but I'm pretty sure they spelled piranha wrong. You know what I say to that, Jay? What? Egad! Bingo.
And also ran away with...
What, no hug? Tile pile.
Finished with 12 wins, but his
That's it?
point difference...
That's all the All-Stars? Well, no. Actually, Abreu won the online voting, so he's in too.
Place.
Leave it to the Scrabble people to keep scoring differentials. And who's lighting the background? A roadie from Whitesnake?
South Carolina.
Let's let the players introduce themselves.
I'm Ron Teekert. I won the national...
If I knew the camera was going to be this close, I would have bought a nose hair trimmer.
I have the most enjoyment in tournaments with strong fields, yes.
Some music would help.
And being, as I said, being competitive and...
You know, for a Scrabble All-Star, he's not so good with the words.
Won the 1994 National Championship.
And I have cheddar cheese stuck in my mustache.
$100,000.
Is he on a conveyor belt?
Showdown.
Listen, all of y'all, this is sabotage. Listen, all of y'all, this is sabotage. Listen, all of y'all, this is sabotage.
As I did, I've lost a lot. I've forgotten a lot.
Wow. Did I not tell you? Uh-huh. That was some pretty exciting action. That's why EA Sports is all over this game. Yeah, in Madden Scrabble 2005, the graphics are so amazing. I heard you can actually see the loneliness in the player's eyes. But I'll tell you one thing, if I'm a Scrabble All-Star, I do not want to be on the cover of that game. Oh no, it is Jinx City, and the X isn't worth 10 on that one, my friend. Stay with us, we got more wordplay after this.
Up next on Cheap Seats.
Mad at himself.
Jeez, Jim Mora's easier on himself after not making the playoffs. Wait, is the crowd going nuts? They're really getting on the guy. Where's Kareem Garcia when you need him? Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats in the 2003 Scrabble Championships. Hey, Rand, you know that Scrabble was a word long before it was a game? I did not know that. Oh, yeah, here it is. Scrabble, verb, to grope frantically, which is actually what a Scrabble player does when he finally gets a date. And speaking of awkward social situations, let's get back to the action. Okay, guys, remember to leave the lights up. We got a Sadie Hawkins dance in here after this.
Well, that's David.
Did they switch to darker tiles? Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the light tiles being juiced this year.
Under NIT, he plays ABYE, which closed down another bingo lane.
Okay, freeze it. I'm telling you, man, they're letting these guys use Star Trek names. It's just not fair. And what's this? A little Scrabble trash talk? Who you calling twerp, you a Zito? Dag, dude, that's cold.
David used the blank. He played toke, T-O-Q.
Do you know what toke means? No. Be a lot cooler if you did.
And everyone in the room is
What
saying...
the hell is Ron writing? I don't know. Let's get a look at his paper.
Actually, it looks like David's made a mistake here. T-O-Q-U-E takes a T at the end to make toquette.
Thank you, Captain Dictionary.
He should win 100% of the time. He gives himself a 25% chance to lose.
Wait, is the crowd going nuts? They're really getting on the guy. Where's Kareem Garcia when you need him?
The room. They are absolutely just horrified by the play that David made.
I can't believe that they're genuinely upset by this mistake. This could get ugly. It's like a dork Altamont. In that case, where are the Hell's Angels when you need them?
So at this point, there's really no chance for Ron to win, and yet David is still beating himself up over that error.
Jeez, Jim Mora's easier on himself after not making the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Cut it out. You have to move on.
Okay, I don't think Ron should have gotten a 50-point bonus for spelling the word none.
In your head. They play with your mind.
We'll see if David Gibson can shake it off. He wins game one of our
Dead fish wouldn't shake this guy's hand.
345, out bingoing Ron.
Let's go back to that awkward post-match handshake for a second. David reaching for the board, Ron intercepting with an uncomfortable handshake. It's interactions like these that have kept this a fringe sport. Well, that and the players themselves. Take a look.
I'm Joel Sherman, the current national champion. Rack management is the most important tool to a Scrabble player.
And aspiring actresses. That's water in Philadelphia. Andre Wooders is the best defensive back the Eagles have ever had.
Stadium room, and Stefan, he's got
So that's where Joe Jackson went.
G.I. Joel, and it's not because he used to be in the Army. It stands for gastrointestinal. Joel has a range.
Not a soldier?
Sometimes during a game.
I had him figured for special forces.
Well, let's see how.
And by the way, if anything in your life is giving you gastrointestinal problems, you should probably give it up.
Ron played Soarings, and we're getting some reaction from the audience that
Wow. The audience is really getting feisty. It's a heckle fest. I don't know why these guys don't fight back. The Texas Rangers put crowds into comas for less than that.
S-O-R-I-N-G-S is a word, but so is G-R-I-S.
A lava bow would be an awesome ninja weapon. Would it, though? I mean, the bow is what you hold, and that would be hot in your hands. Now, if the arrows were lava, that would be dope. Shut up.
Bingo back with a word that I certainly don't know the meaning of, lavabos. L-A-V-A-B-O-E-S. That puts a score at 112 for Ron, 103 for David Gibson. It's pretty close.
It's amazing how David continues to recall such obscure words, considering that he took a 5-year sabbatical from the game, switching his hobby to writing country music with his wife.
How did the fact that he's a country music writer not come out until now? That's the kind of information we need up front. Oh, yeah, I remember his big hit. All of my exes live in the bottom of a tile bag. I loved his duet that he sang with Eddie Raven. I want to Scrabble with you in the morning time.
David Gibson, one of the top 2 all-time money winners in Scrabble.
Oh, no. Only 22 more minutes until the nuclear bombs are launched. And there's no way to shut down Whopper! Sorry. Just trying to liven up the snooze fest.
Big lead, and he's looking at a rack that includes a blank.
He's not the only one in this country who's looking at a rack and drawing a blank.
James Taylor might call Ron his handyman.
He might. And a lot of people don't know this, but Fire and Rain was a song that was written about this man. You know, Rand, Scrabble is one of the most popular games in the world. Thank you. In fact, there are over 200 Scrabble clubs in the United States alone. Wow, that's 199 more clubs than Cheap Seats has. Cheap Seats has a club? Yeah, I started it. You started it? How did I not know that? You can always become a member. Why'd you do that? I just realized I hate coffee. I mean, I hate it. It's icky. I don't like it.
Did have the X.
Coming up on Cheap Seats.
Nix, N-I-X for 30
Hate to break it
points.
to you, Ron, but I believe Stevie spells her last name N-I-C-K-S. It's like the 1-point tile, triple word score, now she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. Do you care? 19 points. Sweet. Is it?
Just for facts. Do you care?
Do you care that Scrabble is one of the best-selling games in the world, selling over 100 million sets in 29 different languages? Do you care that Scrabble was nearly released under the name Logo Loco? Do you care that originally the opening word on a Scrabble board was placed in the upper left-hand corner rather than across the middle? Oh, so they moved it from the left to the center, just like Jason Worth whenever Barry Bonds is up. Or like a Democrat in an election year. Okay, let's pick up the action with some advice from Scrabble's international man of mystery. Come on.
I'm Sam Cantomati. I have one.
Looks like Sam got in a fight with a quilt and lost.
Some words that are indispensable for Scrabble players.
Words like avoid and social and situations.
But no you. For example, Kintar, Cade, Cat, Shekel.
Did he just tell us to shut up?
But they are words found in standard college dictionaries.
Of course, a lot of words in college dictionaries leave early to jump to the pro dictionaries. And some words skip college dictionaries altogether.
These players have spent
Lollipop!
words, and they accept the fact that there are a lot of obscure words in our language.
Ron working with his rack here, trying to find a bingo.
Sounds like me as a teenager. Dude, he said his rack. I know, but remember my chubby face?
He is sitting there right in the middle of the board. Ron looks to be going through the D. He's playing Ploiades, P-L-O-I.
He should have used his Ask the Audience lifeline there.
But I think he's cost himself some points here, and the crowd seems to agree.
What if Bill Buckner listened to the crowd as much as these guys? He'd probably move to some farm in the middle of nowhere. Oh, yeah, he did that. All right, let's skip to the end.
He did have the X, couldn't play Ax or X. Instead, he played Nix, N-I-X for 30.
Hate to break it to you, Ron, but I believe Stevie spells her last name N-I-C-K-S. It's like the 1-point tile, triple word score, now she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh.
That's the value of tracking your tiles. We keep track of everything that's available. He'll know how many vowels are left, how many consonants, whether they're what we call bingo prone. If they are, in fact, that, he might, yeah, I see he's not playing.
That was so confusing. Yeah, all I got out of that is that Scrabble people are weird. Can you imagine her on a date? What do you mean imagine?
E-R-N, but David took the conservative play.
Jeez, this guy's more conservative than Tom DeLay at a gun rally.
And guess what? He can.
He's chosen another. Why?
Because he no longer loves the one he's with.
The obvious reason is he didn't make the blank an S. It's a lot easier to bingo to an S.
Whoa, watch the pen. That's my travel board.
It looks like he's going to ride this out. Ron's rack is not terribly flexible.
He should try yoga.
M-O and U. If David Gibson wins and wins the $50,000, it's going to put him on top the all-time Scrabble money winnings list.
He's like that guy on Jeopardy, with fewer friends.
In his Scrabble playing career. Not bad for playing a board game.
Not bad, but not good when calculated over the course of 20 years.
Laid down M-O-U-L-A-G-E-D. Everyone in
That's not a word. That's a stone-cold bluff. He's like the Doyle Brunson of obscure words. No, it's not. It's when your girlfriend invites you over without telling you she's rented Moulin Rouge. Oh, see, I thought it was the French version of punked.
It's actually a word. It takes an S. It's a noun.
Sorry, Ron, you can't moulage the moulager.
And that's it. We have an all-star champion, David Gibson, $50,000 first prize.
It's a wonderful moment for Scrabble.
If inanimate things could have wonderful moments.
And again, it's David boasting a prestigious title and a $50,000 prize.
He's so gonna blow that on dictionaries and booze.
Championship.
Well, you can't say that wasn't unexciting. What? You know, Ren, Scrabble players pride themselves on their good manners and good sportsmanship. So much so that players can be expelled for offensive behavior, and it's all at the discretion of the director of the National Scrabble Association. That stupid mother... Whoa! You want to get us expelled from our own show? I'm sorry, okay? But that son of a... Randy! 3 years ago, expelled me for just this. And that is a...
Bingo! Yeah!
I should be home about 7:30.
Who's got it? Who got Scrabbly up in this?
You want some towels? Well, come get them. Huh? Come get them.
You got an E? Oh, you got an E. Who's my roll call? Look at that! Oh!
You got robbed, Ren. What can I say? You got robbed. All right. We saw the power of the brain. Now it's time for the body's turn. Stay with us. You do not want to miss what's next.
Coming up on Cheap Seats.
The Valderrama of Frisbee. Little Juan Epstein?
Tuesday, Starsky and Hutch go deep undercover to bust a male prostitution ring.
I can't believe that after one whole season of Cheap Seats, Randy will not pick up the remote. Cereal. He's such an idiot. You're an idiot. Whoa. You can hear my thoughts? No. Well, you just answered my question. No, I didn't. You're doing it again. No, I'm not.
Cheap Seats, 10 p.m. weeknights with a new episode every Monday, only on ESPN Classic.
Do you believe in telepathy? No way. All right. If you're feeling a little cooped up from the windowless, hopeless dungeon that was the Scrabble tournament, it puts the lotion in the triple word score. Andy?
Triple word score!
Well, I think it's clear that we all need to get outside right now. And thank God we've got Frisbee from the Rose Bowl 1979 to give us that much-needed breath of fresh air. So let's send it out to Bob Beatty. Oh, wait. Is he a great big fat person? You really need to go outside now.
The finals of this year's men's freestyle.
Crowd shot courtesy of last year's Rose Bowl. Or is it? It must be Dress Down Friday at Cirque du Soleil. The Valderrama of Frisbee. Little Juan Epstein?
Tuesday, Starsky and Hutch go deep undercover to bust a male prostitution ring.
And finally, the team of Scott Zuma.
Wu-Tang Clan in the house,
and Eric Newton from Virginia.
Look out, hot plate coming through. Hot.
Based on difficulty, execution, and presentation. The variety of moves are really amazing, and each team has a different style.
Then why are they all wearing the same shorts? The music leads me to believe that someone's going to get their head chopped off by a Frisbee. Like right there! When did the Grateful Dead do a version of the Pink Panther theme? I think it was on Mars Hotel. Here you go. Oh, no, you don't. You take it back, short shorts. This is like the movie Fame with Frisbees. Fame, I want to throw some Frisbees. Right now, there's at least one person in Roswell, New Mexico who thinks they're looking at a UFO. And the music is a big reason why. Bjorn Borg, sponsored by UNICEF. That's why you should never skip breakfast at Wimbledon. And the Emmy for Best Editing, 1979, goes to... Without ever meeting any of these guys, I can honestly say that they're cooler than I'll ever be. Do you lose style points for dropping your bandana? In my book, you gain style points. Frisbee Valderrama with a triple Lutz. Look out, Bandana's back. And Neil Peart breaks it down on the drums. How much Frisbee hooch do you think this guy got after that event? Probably a little more than this guy. I don't like where this is going. Okay, we're back.
Keep the disc spinning on your finger, let alone...
Wait, there's narration in this? I thought Beatty went home. Maybe he was playing those ripping guitar licks. I bet the crowd thought they were going to a Molly Hatchet concert, but were just too messed up to leave. Either way, they packed the Rose Bowl for this, but they can't keep an NFL team. This proves the people in LA know nothing about sports. I don't remember this episode of Welcome Back, Kotter. All right, case closed. Frisbee put a beat down on Scrabble, triple word style. I don't know, Jay. If you added that wicked Santana-esque guitar riff to Scrabble, it'd be a different story, my friend. Good point. Good point. Now, I'm in the mood to give out some meaningless awards, but I just don't know what those awards would be. Cheapy for ballsiest trick. I gotta give mine to this guy. Who knew Carlos Santana had the ability to reverse the course of gravity? Rob Thomas? I gotta give mine to this guy. Okay, I make up words all the time. I just don't do it at televised word tournaments. It's a little whack-a-doodle-doo, if you ask me. Well, that's our show, and if we proved anything today, it's that the mind can be as powerful, as tricky, and as exciting as the body. With the help of some generic classic rock guitar riffs. Now, check this out, fools.